says that it's not permissible for any religious group to congregate and pray. So that doesn't discriminate in any way against any particular religion. It speaks generally about all religion. And the reasoning it gives, it says is that because the public harm is more than the public benefit. So what we have to do, after discussing it with the people, this is what we come to. First and foremost, one important distinction is that it talks about congregational prayer and not individual prayer. So if you look at the regulations in the royal parks, it says that you're not allowed to congregate for religious purposes, i.e. worship. So that's congregational prayer and not individual prayer. So if anyone is in the royal parks, according to my knowledge, until I'm corrected, and who wants to pray individually, whether they be male or female, whether they be Muslim or Muslim, and they want to pray individually, there should be no restriction to do that. So if anyone wants to pray individually in Speaker's Corner, aside Speaker's Corner, on the grass, anywhere, that's individually, that can be done according to the regulations. However, praying in congregation, here is a problem because the regulations are put in place for a reason. And as Muslims, we have to be respectful of that, especially considering that we have available resources elsewhere, especially around the area. So what we want to do is we want to publicly declare that we want to be in line with the police policy, the Royal Park policy of no congregation in Speaker's Corner, and that from our level we're not going to try and go against the regulation because this is not from the Islamic spirit. In fact, one of the ahadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, which is mentioned in Tirmidhi, is when he talks about 6 or 7 things which places you're not allowed to pray in. One of the places is at-tariq, so the place of where people walk. And of the people who do sharh of this hadith or explanation of this hadith, they say the reason why we don't do it in this place is because it causes hassle for other people. So as Muslims, we don't want to cause hassle for Muslims or other non-Muslims. Yeah, because as you guys know, or you should know, that our religion is not a religion which is attempting to make things harder for people, generally speaking. However, and this is where we say however, right? If you look at the royal policies or the regulations, it also says that this has to be enforced of all religions and not one specific religion. And that if it's not going to be allowed for one religion, it must not be allowed for all religions. Now we have noticed that there are some African people that are of Christian background that come round and congregate and that they play with the tambourines in a religious worship, and sometimes they have not been recommended by the police to stop or desist what they're doing. So what we want to say is that to try and avoid this kind of discrimination, which we would consider exclusivizing the Muslims in this treatment of reprimand, we have also put a policy in place to protect our own interests as the Muslim community. Now this is called the 3-strike policy. Wait a minute, what's going on now? Yes, it's called the 3-strike policy.
As you know, for the 3 options.
Yeah, so 3 is an odd number. The 3-strike policy works in the following way. We have a panel of Muslims, of 5 Muslims, known to the people of the park. Most of them will be known to the people of the park, and their names will be released maybe shortly, yeah? 5 is an odd number, so a decision always has to be made. It will be like a consultative process, and a decision always has to be made. If any evidence is produced to us as the Muslim community that the police is failing to reprimand other religious people from other faiths when they are worshipping in congregation, and that happens more than 3 times, and there is good enough evidence, the panel of 5 Muslims will decide whether that is something which necessitates a strike. If it happens 3 times, then we will go back to protesting in the form of praying in the corner. Why? Because we would say that in this case the police is discriminating against the Muslims and they're not doing something which is in the interest of the wider community, and in fact they're exclusivizing the Muslims in discriminatory actions. However, we hope that this doesn't happen. We hope that the police doesn't go down that route, because obviously there is an institutional racism attached to, or a stigma of institutional racism already attached to the police after Stephen Lawrence and these things, especially the black community. And this will only exacerbate the already existing hate within minorities for the police. So this won't happen. I'm sure the police won't go down that route. So just to show that we are an independent, autonomous community of people, we will not tolerate also, just as we will not tolerate Muslims, we will advise Muslims not to pray in congregation because that is against the regulation of the park. We also not tolerate a discrimination of Muslims in the park. And I don't think anyone from a democratic perspective, an Islamic perspective, a Christian perspective, a Jewish perspective, or any other perspective, would be able to disagree with what we are saying here and now today. And this is what we have decided. I think that generally speaking, as Muslims, we need to work on building bridges with other communities, but other communities also need to work on understanding and building bridges with Muslims. This is the decision that's been authorized by many of the say, senior people from the Muslim Committee of Speakers Corner. Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, the one thing I just wanted to point out, and I'm sure you covered all of it, is that we have in the park hate preachers, yeah, very clear-cut hate preachers. And when you need to understand something, brothers and sisters, is that when this is being enforced, it's not being enforced because a policy regulation in the park has been violated. Wallahi, it's not that. Be very clear that this was not done because there was a policy that was being violated. It wasn't. The reason it's being done, and let me tell you guys, I want to go to Surah Buruj verse 7, even though it kind of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, and we were watching what they were doing with the believers. They punished them for nothing but that they believed in Allah, the Almighty, the worthy of all praise. So Allah's talking about here with the polytheists and what they were doing to the believing men and the believing women. Now I'm not saying to you this was going today and the rest of you guys. No, I just want to notify you guys that this is a step towards that. Because you know why? It's because of the hatred that they have towards us Muslims. Why? Because we prayed it. Yeah? We prayed it. We didn't know how many believe. We make sure that we're not in the past. So the only reason, and this is the lady who started, this was a lady who I spoke to first when Tony Robinson came. She took a bacon out of her hand. Like I'm a vampire. You know when you go to a vampire and put garlic, yeah? And it goes home. Yeah? She took a bacon out like bacon means something to us. Oh, I'll cook your bacon and eat it. I want to go with that. So the problem here is this. When you look at the Muslims in history, they live side by side with the Christians and the Jews. They had their churches, their prayer, whatever they want to do, no problem. And we are supposed to be the ones that are accused of stopping. You got here to enforce religion on other people and shove it down their throat. Look at the hypocrisy that's happening today. Be it Bob, be it Hartun, I'm going to name people, yeah? Be it that lady, the only reason they stopped us from praying, wallahi, is because of that. Because you know the police had no problem. The police, even though it was in the policy, they had no problem. Because you can see in the video when that lady's speaking, the officer was speaking to his higher up. And he said, there's no problem, let them pray. But when they brought the policy into place, they did not do it because of violation of the policy. I'll repeat it again. The only reason is that, wallahi, brothers and sisters, they hate us. And I will mention Nazi Germany again. You know why? Because believe me, Hitler did not come and say, kill the Jews. Because nobody would have done it. You know what happened? It was a gradual dehumanization of the Jews. It was the starting point. They had banners and they had posters of Jews with big noses and evil-looking creatures. And that's exactly what's happening to us today. And eventually, if we don't stand up to it and talk and we obey by the law of the land, the police officer spoke to Steve, the tour guy. Amazing guy. He came, he raised with us, we talked with him. We know they're doing their job. We don't blame them. But just know we have to stand up and talk to this. And that's about it for me.
Yeah, so just to kind of reiterate.
I agree, and I'm English.
Thank you very much.
And you're Christian.
Yeah. So what we're saying, just to reiterate the point here, the point is what we put in place is a three-strike policy. If we see a group of Christians or Jews or Sikhs or whatever congregating in a religious worship type congregation, what has to happen is that evidence will be presented to the panel of 5 people. They will judge whether that is a transgression of the police or whether the police have an acceptable excuse. If that happens 3 times, we will no longer comply by the regulation because because we are being exclusivized in treatment, and that is of course a step towards the Nuremberg laws that you're referring to. One last thing, guys, and this is the last thing we're going to say, is that look at it's interesting you saying this because just recently, 2-3 weeks ago, there was this whole palaver about freedom of speech. And no one here is talking about freedom of religious expression. It's really, really interesting because why not talk about freedom of religious expression? Now we've started a petition, which you guys are trying to put it in the description boxes of these particular channels we have control over, that to change the regulation, because that's the best way of doing it and to secure it for future generations. To change the regulation to allow for congregation. Now I would recommend to the policymakers, by the way, that there is an upper limit because you can imagine here being Eid prayers, like you can't imagine 3,000-4,000 people, that could be problematic. Make an upper limit of a congregational prayer of, for example, 10, 15, 20, whatever you want, but don't disallow people in a place where it's meant to be freedom of speech and expression to express themselves in whichever way possible, which doesn't harm anyone else, which is in accordance with the harm principle and liberalism in general.
just want to finish off with those who kind of stopped us from doing this. Don't think that you've done nothing. You know what you've done? Because we can have conversations further down, and every step we take towards our salah is reward for us. So to be honest, don't think you've done something. The only reason we're mentioning this is because we know your hatred is going to grow, and we just want to put a stop to it.
Any questions? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. If you pray individually, you're not even breaking the regulation in congregation. They're not going to arrest you. They're not going to lock you up. Yeah, so the consequences, as far as I know, there are no particular consequences.
Run.